What's up, Super Players? It's your host, Tony G, bringing you another Market Monday. And it's a little late, but I had to get this out there. And if you're new to this channel and you love these type of videos, smash that like button, comment down below, and be subscribed for more awesome Market Mondays. And holy cow, red alert, red alert. There is a huge price drop on all the cards. And right now, I am a little worried about the upcoming sets for Dragon Ball Super card game. This is the first time I've ever seen a booster box that's new drop below the MSRP price, and even in general, like it being a God Rare box, I've never seen it be this cheap. Like if we have to go back into some of the other God Rare boxes, they're not this cheap. And if they are, then I am very in shock if they really are. But as of now, it's sitting at $48.84. Holy cow. I've never seen a booster box be this cheap before. But if you're trying to get yourself a box and try to pull this, the God Rare, this is the perfect opportunity to do it. So even though I see it as a red alert sign, this is a good box to buy at this price because it brings a God Rare. And so, speaking of all SPRs, they're continuously going down. I mean, last time we checked, this was at $14 or $25. Now it's at $7.65 for an SPR. Again, if you're going to be collecting into this game, this is the perfect opportunity. If you're trying to sell this out right now, this is not the best opportunity right now to be selling your cards. But if you need to, then by all means do it. The cheapest for this SPR is $7.65, and the most you'll get is probably $10 for it. And then we go on to the next one is SS3 Son Goku Premonitions of a Fierce Battle. Another great card, $7.45. And $7.99. As we continue, I just want to showcase like how many SPRs have completely gone down in price versus what they originally were starting off. They were at the $30 mark. Now they're at the $5.84 mark, $6. And then going on to the next one is Cumber. One of my favorite artworks is Cumber. It's pretty cool. It's actually $3.97 or pretty much $4 for this card, $5. So again, a lot of the SPRs are going down. Typically what we see is when there's an SPR that's sought out or competitive, it's actually relatively higher than what it normally is. But because we've seen so many decks top, I'm very shocked by that. Some of these SPRs are actually a lot lower than what I expected. And obviously we saw Dr. Hito's deck be pretty competitive and do very well. Still relatively cheap to build this deck. I mean, looking at the Gamma cards and all these amazing cards, they're still sitting less than $3-4. Again, a crazy box that I would have never anticipated being this cheap. It's the perfect opportunity to buy. I still see it, but again, this is kind of a telltale sign of what's to come, especially with the announcements of what Bandai said on their letter. People are seeing this as the beginning of the end now, and so people are starting to get rid of all their product. And personally, me, I still have faith into this card game. Again, we have Fusion Worlds coming out, and then obviously Dragon Ball Super card game is now Masters, and Masters being still the competitive game for the Bandai Dragon Ball Super TCG. So another card that's $3.85 and $4.42. And then we go to SS Broly Tenacious Onslaught. Another great card. Again, I always said these things. If you're getting a Broly or Vegeta, Goku, or Frieza card, they're always going to retain value. So if you want to pick up those cards now, I think this is the perfect opportunity to do it. So I definitely recommend getting it. And then, of course, if you're trying to play competitive, some competitive decks are amazing. Like Super... Oh, this is where I start talking about SRs. How cheap they are, guys. These are like dollars to even cents if you're trying to pick up some of these cards. And again, I am telling you, this is the first box I've ever seen SRs be this cheap, and there's never, they shouldn't be this cheap, and it's kind of scary to see that they're at this price, especially when the SPR variant is still significantly more expensive. Typically, a more sought out SR is still around the same price range, but we still see some of these being at less than $1. Which is pretty wild in my opinion. And again, telltale sign that this may be the beginning of the end of Dragon Ball Super card game Masters, quote unquote. I still think it's not, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, and we'll continue to keep looking at the prices. But As of now, I think everything is still relatively cheaper than what it is. And again, this is an overview of the cards, how significantly cheaper they are. We have a starter deck rare card or starter rare still being a little bit more expensive than the SPR, which is pretty amazing to see. But again, let's look at another set real quick. We have Critical Blow, but I want to talk about some that had a god rare. And of course, while Resurgence is the most recent besides this one, I want to see how much this box is actually. Wow, it's actually even cheaper than I thought too. Wow, so a lot of these boxes are still plummeting. Holy cow. I was under the impression this is because this was a newer set. But yeah, guys, red alert, red alert. This might be the time to sell your cards if you're really trying to get out of Dragon Ball Super card game. But those of you that are still standing strong behind this, then let's keep sending the energy and keep this game alive and thriving. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Comment down below. But again, the telltale signs, again, I like saying it because it's so funny. And what the letter said, I don't know. I still think it's still going to do okay. It's not going to die, quote unquote, what everyone's saying. But will there be less people playing it? Yes. But I still stand firm that this is not going to die yet. Or at all. So there you guys have it from your host, Tony G. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. And like always, y'all stay super.